Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Etho. We're playing some more Feed the Beast today, guys, and I decided to start recording because I don't know if you can see it in the background there. I was running a quick errand at my base here. I'm working on the Call of Duty map still, and I had to come back here to get something, and I just got a quick glance of this. It looks like somebody has done something to my island. There's fences, there's water. Not quite sure what it is. Let's go check it out. Oh, there's some zombies. There's some zombies. Angry zombies, and they are decked out too. What is this? Who did this? Yeah, that's my stuff. Oh, where'd he go? Did he make it? I heard that. Yeah, he did make it. Hey, guy. Aw. No! He was my best friend. Man, some wealthy individual to be throwing diamond armor and stuff around, that's for sure. Okay. Let's go see. Oh, they have a portal. Is it Anders? It's Anders. Of course it's Anders. I knew it was Anders. Alright. Crazy Viking man, what are you up to here? I gave him a hot date, and I think he's upset. Not me. No, not me. I'm not the hot date. I gave him a scarecrow as a hot date. That came out really wrong. Oh man, I regret everything I said. Yo, Etho, enjoy the free XP and other surprises. No, that's that's from an older thing. I don't think he left a sign. It's not generic bee. That was from some bees he left. Anders. Anders. Let's see. Maybe we can get these back to his place without killing them, because he's got the portal there. We'll beat him in his own game here if we can. We'll try. No promises. Alright, this is looking good. Oh, they're on their way. I gave them a way up. Okay, can they go through this? I think they can. I thought they could. They might need some encouragement. Oh, we got one through. There's another one. Yes. Don't let them hit me. Oh, poor Anders. We should go check them out too after I remove them all. Yes, yes, yes. What a lazy guy. He doesn't even remove his portals after a prank, so you can just reuse them. I kid. That was pretty cool. Come on. Whoa! It's really... I need more... I think I need more ground here. This is kind of tough to do. These guys are quick. The angry zombies. Angry villager zombie. Maybe if I just hover here, they'll all, like, go in on their own. Oh, yeah, they will. Look at that. That's easier. Yes. There we go. Oh, did he come back out? What was that? Yes. These last guys, they're giving me trouble. Okay, I got two in a row there. That was sweet. Last guy. Oh, he did come through again. What? Maybe it's overloaded there or something. That's it. Yep, you too. That's all of them. How do we break it? Gotta be really careful I don't go in it. I think I can just break the block, right? Yeah. Alright. Let's go check out Anders' place now. Let's see what happened there. Okay. Oh, that worked perfect. So, let's try to scatter them a little bit. They seem to like the corners for some reason. There we go. I wonder if I land, if they're all gonna freak out. Yep, definitely. Okay, let's just leave it like that. Enjoy, Anders. I brought your minions home. Okay, I think we should check our mailbox. I had this letter flashing for a few days now. I bet you it's from Anders. Explaining things. Uh-huh. This guy. Never trust a Viking. Hello, my sneaky ninja man friend. Here is some friends for you. Oh no. I gave away my friends. It's okay. I think Anders is still lonely. He could use the friends more than me. Thank you, Anders. I'll be sure to bring you some more friends in return. Alright, we'll get that crazy Viking man back another day. Don't you worry, guys. But for today, this is where I've been spending most of my time on the server, working on the standoff Call of Duty map that I'm building with BWO. That could be a series name. That would be a great series name, wouldn't it? I just came up with a great idea. Yeah, anyway, this is going very well. BWO's doing the building. I'm doing the game mechanics and redstone and stuff. And he has pretty much finished the building, and it's good. It's looking really good. You can check out his channel. I think he's spent 3 or 4 episodes working on this, and you can see the decision-making process that went into his building here. I'll take you on a quick little tour, though. Turned out very nice. Lots of micro blocks. Makes it look really good. The thing about micro blocks, though, like they're awesome because you can put lots of detail and stuff with them. But this is a gas station. The thing is, though, once you start putting a little bit of detail into something, then you have to carry that theme throughout the whole map, and it takes forever to build it because there's so much detail you can add with everything. And he's done it. Like, oh my goodness, the amount of detail that is in this map is crazy. I really like this building too. I think I like the colors of it, how it all goes together. This brick here, it's really nice. Got a statue here, tractor, his amazing diagonal tank. You guys have seen it all. It's pretty cool. I logged on today and I saw this thing. This looks really neat. This is going to be the player, like the team setup room where people come in to join teams and then kind of wait for the match to begin in here and to start up the match. Looks really cool. I was pretty impressed with this. The only thing about those, maybe I would have liked it to be an odd number. He's got it as an even number here because I wanted to put the computer in the middle. I don't know if that's going to be an issue. I could probably just position it another way, though. That'll work. But yeah, it looks... Actually, you know what? No, that won't work. Never mind. I was thinking I could put the computer right here. But that's between 2 blocks. So that's going to be cool. It's nice to have that. And this was a good idea too. You have a nice view of the map from up here. Pretty cool. So the capture points are done. The teleport rooms are done for choosing people's spawn positions. And I've gone over this through previous video. The thing I've been working on now is the game controls, like calculating scores, starting up the game, finishing the game, figuring out when a team wins, that kind of stuff. And I've been doing that using ComputerCraft, computer program here. I'll start it up and just kind of take you through what it does at the moment. So my program name is Standoff. Let's start it up. Ooh. I hit shift instead of enter. Actually, before we start, I want to point out one thing. Oh no, I did press enter. So all these capture points have gone to their default position. The game starts up. Oh no, rain. So you get a countdown message when the game's about to begin. This is like the go message, which we'll probably change it to say go or something. That was a. I asked B00 what he thinks it should say when the game starts, and he's came up with this one-liner. Rainmaker. Oh, how I love you, Rainmaker. Although you're more of a rain clearer because that's all I use you for. So the other thing this is doing right now is it's calculating the score, and every 10 seconds it sends a chat message showing what the score is. So since none of the teams own any of the capture points, it's 0-0 until somebody caps something. So let's pretend we start the game up here. Alright, so as soon as the game starts up, you hear that siren as well. That indicates the game started. At that point, people in those rooms would get teleported to their spawning position, and then you would run up to a cap point. Let's pretend we're green team capturing A here. And since everyone's starting here, there'd probably be 3 people on the point. So we get a message, green has captured A, which gets sent to everybody in this area. With this chat box thing, though, it's really cool. I can actually set how far I want the chat messages to be displayed. So if somebody else is on the server, like doing something at their home base, they're not going to get annoyed by these chat messages constantly showing up. The nice thing about having it in chat here is it's really easy to check what the score is, and you can see it's counting up now. Green is at 4. First team to get 200 points wins, although at the moment I have it set to win at 10 points. And if we were to capture another one, I don't know if I have time to do it. We'll try. Let's try cap blue for the B point. Oh, there it goes. Blue has captured B. So now blue's going to start getting points every update here. It actually updates every second that it calculates the points, but it only displays it every 10 seconds. So it's going to be accurate. Green at 9, blue at 2. Green team wins because we're only going up to 10. Siren indicates the game's over, and that is about it for this. Okay, so I'm going to take you guys through the program I wrote to run all this stuff. It's not done yet, and there's a few more fancy things I want to add to it. But let's shut it down. This is what we got so far. This is my first real project in ComputerCraft, so I might have made some sloppy programming mistakes. I'm not sure. You can judge me if you want. But this is what we got. So it's only about 100 lines or so, the program. This loads the chat box thing on the right of the computer. That's what we use to display the messages in chat, like the score on that. Chat range, that's how far chat messages get displayed. Side data left is just a string that says where this bundled table is relative to the computer. We got a bunch of variables here. Game state, that is the state of the game, like is it pre-game, is it during game, or post-game, basically 0, 1, 2, or 2. Score of green and blue here. Score needed to win is 60 at the moment. It's actually 60 divided by 6 displayed in the chat. To win, you're going to need 1200. But then I divide that by 6 and display it in the chat, because in Call of Duty it's only to 200, but in this it's actually to 1200. So just to make it like the game, I made it divide by 6. And every second, every capture point counts as 1 point. So if you own 3 of the points, you get 3 points every second. And I balanced it in such a way that the game should last about 10 minutes like it does in Call of Duty, or at least that's what B00 told me. Status reports, that's how often we get a chat score display. 10 seconds. Green point and blue point, that holds information about who owns the capture points. Countdown is the start of the game, and I actually need to make this longer because you might have noticed when I went on... Oops. on the B point there, it captured it really quickly because I haven't, it's not resetting properly, or all the way down to 0. Alarm time is that siren we hear. If it's at -1, it doesn't display, or it doesn't play any sound. Match time, that's, oh, I'm just using that to keep track of how long the match is, and I was going to display that afterwards, but I haven't done that yet. And then here's the actual code here. While true do, so we have a main game loop running all the time. It happens every 1 second here. That's what the sleep does. If game state is 0, so if it's in pre-game mode, we check if the countdown is in effect. If it's greater than 0, then it is. We decrease it by 1 every second. Set capture points to neutral state. That is, it's sending a signal to this transmitter here, this redstone transmitter, at 50. If it's on, it turns it off. If it's off, it turns it on. So that is sending a pulse. I'm trying to move through this really quick. I hope you guys don't mind. That is sending a pulse to this receiver on each of these capture points, and that goes to the counter, and that's what's keeping track of who owns the points. So when the game starts, we want this to pulse 10 times to get this down to 0 and reset everything. And since the countdown wasn't long enough before, it was only pulsing like 5 times. So that's what this transmitter does. Let's go back. Where were we? So RS set bundled outputs. That's 0 or off. If it's on, then we do that. If it's off, we turn it on. Now, this bundled cable, it lets us send 16 different redstone signals through it, or receive 16 different ones through it, depending on what color we choose. And we have 8 being used at the moment. Okay, if countdown equals 0, then the game is starting up. We set the countdown to -1. We set the game state to 1, which means we're in play. We send the message saying the game is started. We make sure that this is off when the game starts, because it might be on, depending on how long the countdown is. And we start the alarm using this. So that turns this black wire on and sends a signal to 51. That goes to this middle capture point. I have, you know, those sirens I set up at Anderzel's base a long time ago to annoy him? Well, we got one of those to signal when the game starts. It just goes to this, and that has a range of 128 blocks where it will make sound. It's quieter the farther away you are. And let's go back. Oh man, we gotta hurry. This is gonna take forever if I don't hurry. There's a lot to this. Okay, so we set the alarm time to 5. That means it plays for 5 seconds, that siren. And else if countdown is less than 6 but greater than 0, it will display, that's what controls this. It says game begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, because it's between 0 and 6, and it says game begins in that amount of time. Okay, and then that ends that first pre-game stuff. Then this is the actual game loop running here when the game state is 1. Announce when a team captures a point. This green point and blue point says who owns the capture points. If it's false and it changes to true in this update, that means somebody must have captured it, and then we report that. And then further down, we set this variable to the redstone signal we're receiving from these. This one's for green A, green B here, green C, blue A, blue B, and blue C. So you can see green A and blue B are on. If we go check this, green A is true, and blue B is also true. So that's why those are on. So that sends information to the computer about who owns the capture points, and then we save it in the variable. And then over here we calculate the score changes. So every one of those points a team owns, they gain an extra point per their score. Let's keep going here. Where are we at? Report team scores. Okay, so this is what displays that message. Which message is it? This one here, green 0, blue 0. Is this stuff here? If status report is 0, so that it's time to give another status report, it resets it to 10, so it'll take 10 more seconds. And then we say green team is at the green score divided by 6, rounded down, and blue is the same. All that stuff. Alright, status report gets decreased by 1 every update, every second. And then we check for game winning score. So if green score is greater than the winning score, or blue score is that, then we set the game state to 2, which means it's post game. We also sound the alarm again for 5 seconds. If green score is greater than the score, then we know it's the green team that won, and we send that message. Otherwise, it must be the blue team, so we send that message. I haven't added in logic here to detect if it's a tie, so I should probably do that too, just in case that rare chance it happens. And then we're just about done here. Timer for disabling the alarm, so every second it decreases by 1. And yeah, over here. And then eventually once it hits -1, it will, or when it hits 0, it'll get set to -1 and it won't play sound anymore. And match time is increased by 1 every second, which I was going to do this here with that, but it was giving me an error. Anyway, sorry if that was boring you. I tried to be as quick and precise and detailed as I could. So that's where we're at with the game mechanics right now. So actually, when you consider all the components to the map, like everything we've done so far, it's basically done. Ah! Every time you start recording, it comes back. Actually, what I was going back to my base for at the start of the episode was stuff to make this an automatic rain clear. And I forgot. I'll do it later. But yeah, this is basically done because we got the map built. And that's all done. We have the capture points done, and they work. We have the spawn points done to figure out where people start when they die. And we have the game logic done, like it'll start up the game and handle all that stuff. It'll handle during the game, figuring out the scores and telling people who's in the lead and all that. And it also handles the end of the game and telling people who wins at the end of the game. So everything's there to make this work. The only thing we really need to do yet is add a bed in these rooms for us to respawn at when we die, and set up or move these teleporter things into those rooms so that people go from the bed to the teleporter and then to the map. And that's about it. .m, he's been helping us out. He's been farming charms of keeping up for us so that when people die, they don't lose all their stuff. They hold on to it and they don't have to worry about re-equipping. So that's good. But that's not where we're stopping. Me and BWO, we're getting fancy here. This is our next latest endeavor here. Generic B helped us out with this. This is a bunch of dispensers up there, right? And they'll shoot a queen bee down into this obsidian pipe, and that goes into an apiary, sorry. And then the effects on the queen will affect players. So if there's blindness or poison or any of that on the bee, anybody nearby is going to get that effect. And we're using this, the plan is to use this for kill streaks. So we're going to have 6 different effects on the bees. We're going to have for surely one of these under each of the capture points, but I think BWO wants to cover the whole map with them, actually. So there's going to be nausea effect, there's going to be blindness, as like the second kill streak, second level. I had a list here I'm looking for right now. I should have looked for it before. It's on my paper somewhere. Oh, here it is. I found it. Okay, so nausea is for a 1 kill streak. Is there a 1 kill streak? Maybe we'll change it to a 2 kill streak. I don't know. It doesn't really do much. Blindness is for 2. Sinister bees are for 3. They do like a little bit of damage to anybody nearby over time. And then for 4, it's gonna cause, I think, meteors to fall from the sky and catch people on fire. So they'll take fire damage. And level 5 is going to be poison damage, which lingers for over 30 seconds after you're exposed, I think. And then finally 6 is going to be radioactive bees, which pretty much instantly kill you. So that'll be cool. And the way it's going to work, this is my part of it. I have to, or my plan is to combine these player detectors with the chat box. And let's say we wanted to use our blindness effect on B. We might do it like this, where you'll type in blind B, and then my computer is going to read that message and figure out you want to use your blindness kill streak on the B capture points. And anybody that's on this, we can't really control like teams. Like we can't say only blue team gets the effect. It's going to be anybody on the B capture point is going to get affected by blindness. So it's going to be chat triggered. People can use their kill streak strategically that way, whenever they want. And it's going to be pretty cool if we can get it to work. And I'll actually show you guys a quick proof of concept program I wrote to. I did this to make sure I could actually see what people are saying in chat and decipher it. So this is, again, using the chat box here. And it's doing this OS pull event chat. So whenever a chat message is said, like if I do this, it's going to send this event to fill these variables A, B, and C. A is, I think, the event type. I don't know exactly. B is which player said it. So if I did this, it would be my name, so Etho. And then C is my message, what I actually wrote in chat. So I'm doing this if in the string I have the word trigger, it's going to repeat the message that I wrote. So here I'll show you what I mean. Let's exit out of here. Let's run our chatter program. Chatter. There we go. It's running. So if I type something in chat here, hello, Etho here. You know, my messages are going through. It's detecting every time I type something. It's sending update every time I type something. Updates. But now if I type a message that has that word I'm looking for, so I had trigger just as a test here, somewhere in my message it will repeat it. There we go. So it's actually detecting when I say trigger, and I need to do that to detect what type of kill streak I'm using, and also where I want it. So if I do poison, C, I have 2 things I need to check there. I might just do it so people can just type in C2 and they'll use their most recent kill streak they acquired, just to simplify it. Because when you're playing the game, you don't want to be typing out a big long message. You know, if you can just type C, you know, that would be pretty convenient for activating a kill streak. The only problem I'm having with this is I haven't quite figured out the best solution to this. When I do this OS pull event, my program freezes until an event actually happens that it's looking for here. Because this is supposed to update every second, but it's not. It's only whenever an event happens that it can continue. So I can't run my game logic and also look for chat messages at the same time unless I start a new computer thread, and I can do that within the program, or I could just set up a new computer to handle kill streaks alone, and I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'm also going to set up player detectors. I want to have a second computer in this room here, have one player detector on this side, one on the other one. So to join the game, people will right click on this, and then if you click on this one, you join the blue team. This one, you'll join the green team. We'll have the computer in between them, and then that computer is going to handle kill streaks and that alone. Basically, I don't need the two computers to work together really. So I think that'll work out okay. Yeah, but anyways, guys, I think that's all I have to show you for today. I wish I had more done, but this ComputerCraft stuff does take a fair bit of time to do, and I'm not I'm not fluent with it or anything. I'm new to the mod. I'm new to Lua, the programming language it uses, and it takes a while to get used to it, but I'm figuring it out slowly. Lua is actually a really simple programming language, so it's not taking too long. But I hope you found it interesting regardless, and have a better idea of how this game's going to work when it's all done, and how all the different parts are going to work together. Before next episode, I'm going to try to get that kill streak thing done if I can. And I haven't told BOO this yet. You guys will hear it before him. But if I have time, me and BOO, we're sort of unofficially racing each other here, who can get done their jobs first. But really, I think either of us could continue to find things to do for a long, long time. If we wanted, it really comes down to how fancy we want to make this whole thing. But if I have time, if it seems like I need something to do, I'm going to try set up a leaderboard system for this as well. So in addition to the kill streak thing, we'll have a leaderboard system that will keep track of statistics for everybody. Like how many games you've played, how many wins, how many loses, what's your kill death ratio, how many kills have you got total, how many kill streaks have you activated, that kind of stuff. Who's killed you the most? Like maybe BOO will kill Anderzel way more than somebody else, and it'd be cool to see that kind of stuff and have it carry over between rounds if we can. I think it's possible. I don't know how long it would take to do though. So that's another idea of what I would like to try. But I think next episode, actually, instead of like being a ComputerCraft episode, we might, BOO and I, we might like start trying to test out the map and actually playing it and see how it feels and plays, and maybe even get a couple other people involved. We'll see, and play a match. Who knows? But we'll see when that time comes, I guess. But thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you again next time.